I said fridge-rigerator, by the way. I think.
Fridge Ridge Racer?
I'm still waking up, but I think so.
It's a racing game where you're racing in refrigerator trucks.
And the tagline of the game is your refrigerator running?
Oh my
so.
god. You just exploded my brain.
We invented the best game. Let's play the second best game.
Alice has been kidnapped.
Oh no, not Alice.
Oh god, my Samsung.
I can't tell anyone.
Actually, I don't
see-
want to see my
see-
wife again.
Alice should have taken one of those old school Nokias.
Uh-huh.
It never would have died. It never would have broke.
Coming true before
And it's a
And he
great
would have
weapon
been the-
against shadow people.
And it gets signal everywhere.
Just whip it. Whip it good.
That is the one bad part. Those
Yeah.
old Nokia phones did not have a light.
Yeah, that's true. But if
'Cause
you
it
have a
didn't have a
flashlight
camera.
with you, exactly. If you weaken the demons first, you just whip it right at their head.
she get her hands on
Yes.
And you're
Oh
all
yeah,
good.
good point.
That's a headshot.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's a straight up grenade right there. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
We are
Doing something.
still in the process of trying to find out who sent us the manuscript,
Yes.
and we think we got a lead on it with this young lady, Rose. Rose lives out here in the sticks a little bit.
Oh, of course she does. Where else would a rose dwell?
Let's make this quick, huh?
In a bushel?
Yes,
Help you folks?
roses
Oh,
grow in
wow.
bushes.
Randolph. I'm the manager.
You look like
Nice
a
to
Randolph.
meet you, Randolph.
Works as a waitress down at the diner.
I do like his combat boots, though. I am
Me
a fan
too.
of good old combat boots. You ever had like a good pair of combat boots?
I've worn a cheap pair, so I can appreciate the difference.
I had a pair of like 1960s issue jump boots
I
that
think they're
were
too tight
all
for him, though.
leather and oh, they were great. They
Yeah.
were fucking great.
But faux leather now, if you were to purchase again.
Sure.
But of course.
Yes.
We're very
What's funny is
animal
that
friendly,
I-
and then we walk into a
I-
cabin and there's just a bunch of heads in there.
I mean, to be fair, you saw what happened to the dog.
I know, it's so sad. I'm trying to forget. Please.
I've actually been buying the same pair of Skechers work shoes for the last like 8 or 10 years.
Fuck yeah,
And they've
dude.
recently gone way downhill. What the fuck is the boat doing here?
Being upside down. What are you doing here, if I may
But
ask?
This is like the plane. Like, what the fuck is this doing here like
Literally
this,
just like
covered in muck?
randomly. Almost
I mean,
like,
you see that it's covered in darkness, right?
yeah, almost like some kind of dark wormhole opened up.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning.
Oh, there you go.
It had fallen from
There you go.
Focus.
But it would take a tornado to lift something like that.
I wish I had an F key in real life.
Crush any of the
Bleh.
doors. Come on, mister. I'll take you to
You do. It's called Adderall.
Oh yeah. So
Life's little focus button.
press F to. Oh god, I'm addicted. Okay, so you know how in video games a lot of
Press
the
F
time
to go to
during little
rehab.
cutscenes, they'll make you walk with a character that's a little slower for some reason, and it's always kind of annoying. This is the one time I'm like, okay, I get it, but please just push him. I get it. Just take your boots off. They're too tight.
It's like, hey, Randolph, I see this is a simple pin lock. Do you mind if I just... Okay, all right.
Yeah, I
all
can just
right,
do
I'll
it
wait.
for you. Is that an item?
No, it's a beer can.
Okay.
local spook store.
Is that
got
the
a
only
barcode on it,
model
though.
of a beer can in this game?
Say what?
Have we seen another? I don't think so.
It's one of the few.
It's very specific. I gotta go data mining.
Oh, yeah.
Lady, she can be a little loopy, but she
Oh yeah. You know, it's funny. I've watched Twin Peaks like the first few episodes, or rewatched, I should say, since we've done the first few episodes of Alan Wake, which are great to toot our own horn again. I thought they were so funny. But she's like a direct rip of the log lady from, what's it called? From Twin Peaks. Like she looks
yeah.
the same.
I would say that a lot of this game
It's definitely inspired.
draws heavy inspiration
Yeah, yeah.
from Twin Peaks.
Like
and
the
on
setting in
purpose.
general. Yeah. And
Like
it's fine.
love, it's a loving homage in the form of a game. In the form of a game,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's one thing to make it in the exact same medium over again. It's another
Yeah.
thing to take it into another medium and adapt that kind of spooky, crazy, ever-changing world
Yeah.
that doesn't really make any actual sense.
It makes
but in
story
an
sense.
abstract way, it makes sense.
Yeah. If you start piecing the clues together. And then we have two crystal clear examples. Don't try to get ahead of Barry. You can't
Fucking
get ahead of
move
Barry
it.
in life. He's got
Him and his
to look
pu-
at the wall first.
Him and his puffy ass jacket just all up in my
love
way
Tim, how do you knock?
with the back of my hand.
With my fingertips.
Oh,
that's-
it's her.
That is straight up Shelly too. I know we've seen her already, but I'm sorry. Did she have some kind of warp on her face for a second?
You have my manuscript?
She does. I mean, but this is the lady that was possessed by that the bag lady.
Uh-huh. I remember her,
And-
Madam Web.
When she gave us the call at the end of the last chapter.
Uh-huh.
Rose,
Which I totally remember. Don't quiz me.
my manuscript.
So at the end of the last chapter, we got a phone call that says,
Yes.
"Hey, I have your transcript, your
Yes.
manuscript,"
Barry,
and then the camera panned over from her to show the bag lady
Yeah.
kind of possessing her.
Okay, cool. For some reason, I thought that was longer. Maybe because we haven't played this in a while. Barry's
have.
dead.
what?
Yeah, they
Oh, no.
just got drugged.
Oh no, they got a kiss from a rose.
Yeah. Oh, on the gray.
Oh,
the
God.
Earl Grey.
Oh God.
Ooh, the
Or if
more
you're
I
me-
get from you, the stranger it feels, and yeah.
Now
I had to take it down a key because I can't hit those notes.
That's okay. I got you. I'll pick it up.
To stop it, you must turn the lights on.
Turn the lights on. It's coming in my Barbara's skin. What the?
Ew. Please do not come in my Barbara skin.
Bag lady.
I like to leave that skin pristine for visitors.
Nah.
Anyway, I was gonna say there's this and Deadly Premonition, and I don't know which one's worse or better. I honestly can't tell. These
I
games
don't
are
either.
strange. Whoa! Is that Lin-Manuel Miranda? Oh. His name took so long to say, we almost got a scene transition. It's a long one. Wow, that's a big
Interesting.
TV.
Hungover.
So,
Anger kept me going.
all right. Whoa.
Okay.
Reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her
No.
Barbara Jagger.
It's coming in my Barbara's skin.
Running faster and
Stop.
faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised.
Well, I mean, yes, there's obviously the sexual implication, but I'm actually past that at the moment.
Yeah, okay,
I'm thinking
okay.
about the actual game.
Like possession.
So remember Control
I do.
and how Control was about two forces fighting each other.
Maybe 3, but we'll dispute that in the next DLC.
Correct. Yeah. And one of them.
Similar circumstances.
So I wonder if the one who's telling us to turn on the lights is related to the board,
Horror story.
and the darkness is maybe another malevolent force related to, but equally distinct from the hiss.
That's what I was thinking. I feel like I want to say the darkness is something related to the former because of the similar aesthetics, if you will. I know that sounds kind of loose, but I'm sure we'll figure
I'll
out
go.
more that might link it together a
We're
little
going
bit
to take some of that drugged coffee,
Yeah, no kidding.
use it for later. Hey, Rose, you just go ahead and
The Oh Dear Diner.
rock here back and forth for a while, honey.
Coffee.
Also, those coffee cups are huge too. I love how things can be scaled in Worlds, and it just makes it so strange. Like the couch looks the proper size, but those coffee cups are massive. That
They
vase
really
on the
are.
table,
Specials.
that's Alan Wake sized.
To be fair, though, I have giant, we're going to say 22-ounce mugs myself. Because
Okay.
when I make hot chocolate, I make 2 packs of hot
thirst.
chocolate.
Yeah, okay, I feel you.
I'd have to find a way to get
Because I don't drink coffee.
car as quickly as possible.
Maybe that's a good thing.
I mean,
Because I'm drinking
yes
it now,
no.
and I'm vibrating vigorously.
You have become the Flash.
Rose, that little
Okay, so Mr. Randolph,
was still sweet when life had tried so
the guy that we saw in the camo pants and the
Oh, yeah.
jump boots.
This is what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his
You could just say Handy Randy, and I'll know who you're talking about.
and they'd been
Yeah.
there for hours.
Way past no. So he called the cops after we didn't come out of there.
What a piece of pie.
I mean, that was the right thing to do because she had drugged us.
Yeah, well, a piece of pie, like a sweet piece of pie. You see, I intentionally used something that could have gone both ways. It's strategic. You looking for thermoses over here?
Sure, why not? I'm looking for the fact that it's dark outside right now.
It is quite dark.
We got to get to the car so we can get out of here.
I will say, we give this game a lot of flack, but the lighting and the ambiance is on point. Like,
Agreed.
That's the one thing that you get from a good writer, right? If a good writer can write a scene and paint a mind picture, artists can now paint that picture in reality.
100%.
So I think this is a gorgeous game for sure. Just don't look at the faces.
And that's a beautiful skybox. It really does make you think that you're in the Northwest somewhere.
I can't tell that's
Montana-y.
a skybox, which is
Yeah,
good.
100%. It looks like just the actual sky.
Which I have a bit of artifacting over our recording system, but still looks great.
Yeah, you could tell.
So we'll try to balance. Every time we shit talk, we'll try to have one good thing. Is it
A
is
compliment
it his tweed
sandwich.
jacket? Yes.
All right, so they sell dogs, special plates, and rabbit food.
Christ almighty. And Granny Claus. Clam
You've
chowder.
Yeah, Granny Claus's clam chowder, sparkling river special, the Asgardian chicken parmesan.
Nice. And that's a reference to Odin, which we mentioned a few episodes ago.
Oh my God, it is.
Yep.
And the Sons of Asgard.
Yep. The band
Cauldron
that
Lake
does the
deep
music.
fried plate, zany chicken fried steak, trailer trash dog, taco dog, belly burster. Oh, this
Belly
is great.
butt.
And
Cauldron
rabbit
something.
food is just a salad, or you can get a salad with chicken, which then wouldn't be rabbit food. It would just be a chicken salad.
Would it very astute? Wouldn't the Cauldron something? Wasn't that a song that we knew too?
Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake was a big deal.
I feel like
think
there was a
that's
name of a song.
Possibly. Look that up for me. But I think that's also the name of the nearby lake that's kind of going south. Could be wrong.
No, yeah, it definitely is. I know that. I don't see anything about a song. I'm pretty sure we mentioned it in like one of the first episodes because I just rewatched them recently.
Yeah.
I'll take a look another time.
Okay.
Randy, how you feeling, buddy?
Randy was standing there holding his neck, and I was like, please
Oh,
tell
no.
me somebody didn't come and just slice his throat.
Oh no.
And he's just standing there stuck still, because if he moves his hand, then he's
Yeah.
going to bleed out.
Randy was standy.
I don't like
God.
what you did, but I
No, me
see what
neither.
you did.
We call that one, ladies and gentlemen, low-hanging fruit. Not funny, but you can see how it
Aw.
might be.
I can't jump over a low-hanging fence, though.
I mean, you jumped over a lower-hanging fence earlier.
I know.
Can you
Makes
do
me
this one?
upset.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
All right, here come the popo.
Oh no.
We didn't do anything to that girl. If anything, that girl get arrested.
Listen, we were fence hopping, but we couldn't do it. We tried.
You're under arrest.
Oh, is fence hopping illegal? I just know.
I mean-
miscreants do it
If you're doing it over private property, the answer is yes.
always.
Bullet time. Bullet
Seriously,
time. Bullet
this
time.
is Max
Bullet
Payne,
time.
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's the exact same bullet effect from Max Payne 2.
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac.
Seriously, can you?
Don't
can
worry,
write
we
him
saw
up?
where our bullets were going in slow motion. You were fine.
Yeah, for gameplay reasons, we're okay.
But there was no way I'd miss my bullet.
I'd love to leave Barry behind, honestly.
Ah, Crimus. Please tell me I'm not gonna have to avoid the police and the darkness monsters.
Tim,
What?
I'm thinking you don't have to avoid the police and the darkness monsters. But good news,
I
they have
told you not to
flashlights
tell
too. So they
They got
might be
what?
helping you. They have flashlights.
Oh, God. Oh,
So
yeah, true.
they might be inadvertently helping you if we do run into darkness. I do like the way you tried to sequence break there, but
I
boy.
tried.
Oh, boy.
I really tried. I was gonna.
Can you pop a Randy here?
Papa Randy.
Right.
Okay, got it.
There you
I was
go.
like, I don't understand your nomenclature. I'll be glad to do whatever you want me to do. Just please explain.
I just really like the word Randy. I'm sorry. It's
Uh-oh.
oh boy.
He'll
Remember
only
your
run so far
smoker's
before he
training.
gets tired.
Yeah. Okay. Is that a flare or is that a? Yep, that's a mortar. Ah!
Ah, shit.
Ah, my legs.
All right, I gotta stay in the pit. Because
In the
that gives
trenches.
me, that gives me cover for
Oh, yeah.
all the shale that's around me.
Listen, I read the book The Trenches. I know to stay in the trenches. Maybe that wasn't the moral of the story.
Go? Yeah, the yellow dot's telling me to go this way.
I'm pretty sure they got blowed up in that book. In the
I'm
trenches.
pretty sure that a lot of bad things happen in the trenches,
Yeah,
including
yeah.
but not limited to getting blown the fuck up.
Getting your legs detached from your body and placed subtly over there. Tim, manuscript.
This- I saw it.
Oh, okay.
It's during the time of like a lot of mustard gas.
Oh. Which is weird.
Well, let's take a break running from the cops.
The dark Barbara Jagger's skin.
Oh, it is Jagger. Okay, for some reason I thought it was Jaeger. Probably because the letters.
Yeah, I can see it.
Nights of glory when the poets write
Got them moves like Mick Jagger.
brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the rider on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
God.
Interesting. So
The fairy opened its eyes?
it dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. So this darkness,
Uh-huh.
if we put it in the context of something like the hiss,
Yeah.
manifested itself by attaching itself to Alan Wake's writing.
Yes.
That's how, in this particular case, an object of power gets synced up.
Yeah.
And the rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. So, is this cyclical? It seems like this has happened before, maybe?
Yeah, well, I feel like we're gonna get that vibe regardless because we're reading something that hasn't happened yet.
True. No, very true. And I mean, there is the whole fact of the matter that we're seeing recordings of us in the future
Yeah.
that clearly we're writing this very manuscript that we're now reading. But then this last line, when it sensed the rider on the ferry, it opened its eyes. That we
Yeah.
came across on the ferry to Bright Falls in the beginning of the game.
Uh-huh.
That's when the darkness woke up and registered, he's here.
Oh,
Like
shit.
that kind of
Yeah,
shit. Like
yeah.
my key is here. And
My
fucking the
key to
darkness
victory.
stirred. Yeah.
God.
But things happened before we got there that kind of brought us there. Or were we just going there on vacation? Or no, Alice got kidnapped.
And that's why we came here?
Yeah, I think that's the inciting event. No? Alice got kidnapped after we were already in the cabin here at Bright Falls. I'm trying to think of the inciting incident that brought us to Bright Falls. Was it just a vacation?
I'm going to double
had-
check. I think he had to finish his book.
Yeah, had
And it was something to
nothing
do with
bad happened in Bright Falls until we got here?
What episode is this, by the way, Tim? Because I'm looking up the intro plot, and I just find that hilarious.
You mean like in the game?
In our reality, what episode on YouTube is this?
I think we're like 6 or 7. And that's a flipping cop car.
Okay, perfect time.
No,
Pop break,
we're like
take
10.
1 second. 10, okay. We'll go with that.
But we're also like in the, I'll say, first third, at the end of the first third of chapter 3.
First stretch, I would say, yeah. Okay, so Alan Wake, from a 2-year stretch of writer's block, he and his wife traveled to small mountain town of Bright Falls, Washington for a short vacation on the advice of Alice, Alan's friend, and agent Barry Wheeler.
So there you go. Whether
Sorry, Barry's an
Barry,
agent?
yeah, he's a writing agent. But like whether whether knowingly or not, Barry's recommendation is what brought us here for a vacation, and nothing bad had happened in Bright Falls up until that point.
Didn't know how
Yeah.
a strange old lady got in her trailer. And she
At least according to the town, but town's got secrets.
the woman showed
Totally.
within an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. Pretty girl, she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Jesus.
And that's when the darkness took hold of Rose,
Yeah.
and she got possessed.
She got done gooped.
Yeah, she did. Interesting.
Seriously.
So things are starting to actually make sense in this game, which is weird and awesome. Sorry, just looking for more
No, that's fair. I had my eyes wide open too.
more cafe.
Trust me, I don't need any more. All right. I want to look up the former and see if I can find, because me personally, my own headcanon theory is leading towards the darkness is the power of the former, and this happens before control.
I see what you're saying. I
Right?
see what you're saying. The only issue that I see with that is that the former could not speak in tones that we understood, but neither could the board until we held the gun.
And the darkness is, like, the creatures are whispering things, right? But they're not they're not
Yeah.
giving full exposition.
So
It's almost like
possible
the
that
will of something is forcing them to say that.
something said run. I don't care what told me to run. I'm running.
The former, the whatever, the latter.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
But
I'm just running.
I'm wondering whether it's because Alan is so intrinsically tied to this incident that kind of like Jessie and her ghost,
Stand a chance.
only Alan can understand.
Not a monster.
Alan can understand what? The darkness or Jessie and her ghost?
The darkness.
Her Dylon. Okay.
Yeah, the darkness. Well, I guess whatever force is fighting the darkness for Alan is the same as Dylon for Jessie, or whatever the ghost actually is.
Okay. I can kind of see that.
Ah, crap.
Oh, great. Hide behind this rock. They'll never
Well,
see us.
that helicopter's gonna crash.
Judging by how dumb the pilot is, because he can't find me and I'm right in front of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
seriously.
there you go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Triple uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That looked like a
We got-
scythe. Oh, bird wings.
And that chopper's fucked.
No way. But you see how it's doing damage?
Yeah.
Did you see that? The rings of light because of the,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Actual lighting physics. I love it. Are we going to see an explosion on that Dark Souls summon sign that's off in the distance?
I am waiting for it.
There we go.
Wow.
Right. How did the light not kill the birds from the explosion is my question.
That's actually a really good question, and I don't know the answer to.
It's because
it.
it wasn't powered by Energizer.
It's got to be electrical light that the darkness can't stand.
Okay, when we get to the next cutscene, I'm gonna try to do a little bit of research on the former, and
Okay.
see if there's any clue that we kind of didn't pick up on that would
No.
possibly tie it to this.
I think that's completely fair. And let's see here. I'll tell you what. This is actually a good place to go ahead and
take a
an
nap?
episode break.
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
so let's grab ourselves a bit of coffee.
Yeah.
And check our maps here.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
our fire watch on,
We'll
and we'll
sl-
see you
oh, I
back
love that
here
game.
tomorrow.
We'll sleep above the covers, you know?
Yeah.
Like they do
Oh,
in
yeah.
video games.
Aw, we can even hold hands in this little box bed. It's so cute.
Oh, I love it. I'll be sleeping in the furnace.
Sleeping in the furnace?
Yeah, there's a furnace next to you. Because I would rather do that
Then
Then-
touch on me?
than touchle you.
You don't want to be the big spoon?
I don't even want to be in the fucking silverware cabinet, man.
That hurts my feelings.
Oh, I'm just kidding.